if people come here?
When people are coming here right now, a lot of them are looking for the new Escape because it's just recently come to the showroom. It's completely redesigned and so forth. So a lot of them are coming in looking for the Escape, and then of course the F-150 with EcoBoost has been something a lot of people have come in about.
All right.
So you're saying you wanna bet her that now that you're gonna be talking about Gresham Ford, there's gonna be more people coming here, and they'll say that Laddie Reed sent them?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope so.
How much you wanna bet?
Well, I wanted you to, what's your favorite charity, Laddie?
To help you buy a new car?
Well, what is the name of the organization that you work with here?
Community Vision.
Community Vision. Well,
And mainstream media as well.
Mainstream media. Well, when you come buy a car at Gresham Ford, after everything's said and done, when they go to hand you the keys, so it's not, you can get $100 to the church or charity of your choice. So maybe you would want to encourage all your listeners to donate to those two charities. And again, what are they? The
Community Vision.
Community Vision.
And mainstreamed media.
And mainstream media. And so, when you come into service, Laddie, if they get a service ticket, even if it's for a $24.95 oil change, they can give 10% of their service ticket to those two charities.
You want to buy a new car?
Red car.
A red car.
A red car. Red cars get more tickets, Laddie, though. That's what they say. The red cars get more tickets.
I'm a passionate guy.
You're a passionate guy?
I love red.
You like red? It reflects how passionate you are?
When you have red's in the flag, so you like red? My favorite color is blue, though, Laddie, because it's the Ford Blue Oval.
All right.
So how does advertising work? Make blue? Are you asking about what kind of advertising? Card? You're asking about your own cards?
Well, that's a question for off camera here, Laddie. But of course we'll edit that out. But maybe you should ask questions like, because I know how much you care about people buying American cars, because it leads to American jobs. So can you ask a question about that, Laddie?
Yeah.
How many people work here?
Between 55 and 60.
Oh, wow.
We have probably 53, 54 full-time employees and then some part-time employees.
How much
Does all the money stay here?
Oh, most of them live locally, yes, and this business is all here. I mean, we live locally and everything, and so we try to put as much back into the community as possible.
What high school here?
Where?
What high school is here?
What high school is here? Is there a high school in the area?
Is that what you asked? The high school is Gresham Barlow High School, and then Sam Barlow High School, and then there's Gresham High School, and then there's Reynolds High School and Centennial High School.
I heard.
You've heard all those names?
What good place to eat?
Are there good places to eat around here?
None.
Sure, there's a lot of
No, far away.
They're all far away?
Oh, you don't? I think so. I think there's great places to eat in
Yeah.
Gresham. Well, I think there's a lot of them in downtown Gresham.
Yeah.
Well, what about right around here?
Right close here, maybe not so much, but right down here, like El Indio is a Mexican restaurant right down the street, and that's really good. And then in downtown Gresham, there's all kinds of great restaurants. There's Jazzy Bagel and
Not here.
Apparently Lottie is hungry.
Are you hungry?
No.
You want to show people what the area is like around here?
Yeah,
It's all
When you're
cars.
at the car dealership, you have popcorn. There's always popcorn in here.
no mate,
Pardon?
Do you make it?
Sure, sometimes.
not today.
Not-
Yes, Lynn makes the best popcorn.
What you mean today?
You want some? Okay. Lynn will get you some popcorn.
After you're finished, you're working. You can't have popcorn when you're working.
Or 3. Do you want to get some more popcorn?
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
3 popcorns.
What happened? What happened? Advertise. What happened?
Are you happy to help advertise for mainstream media?
Sure. I think it's exciting that you are, branching out to do something for yourself. I mean, it's a challenge to have a handicap such to be in there and so forth, and I think it's really admirable that you're trying to go out and take it to the edge of, what you can do. We need 3.
3?
Yeah.
Well, where will I start with the first one?
Yeah.
Okay,
You get the
there.
first one in, man. You were here first.
So you're saying you want to come back in a month or two? When are you saying when there's new cars or?
Okay, well, in a month or 2, I wanted you to understand this. We're moving the dealership across the street. That's why I was concerned about somebody walking across the street, is that we've been walking back and forth a lot. You see over there, we're moving over to that building and remodeling over there. So if you come back after October 15th, we're going to be across the street.
Oh, better.
It will be remodeled and it'll be, nice, we'll be able to fix the building up a little nicer.
Are you asking if they'll have an ADA accessible
Yes.
bathroom?
Yes. That's what we're remodeling that, yes.
So Lottie, I think a couple questions you want to ask are, one, about the economy, because you really care about the economy.
Yeah.
Talk about how many jobs are created by Ford when people buy a car. So ask a question about that first, okay?
How does it help the economy?
Well, when you buy a car from Ford, Ford is an American-owned company. When the Ford Motor Company is held, all of the corporate headquarters is in the United States, and the wealth is held here in the United States. So when you buy a car from Ford Motor Company, you touch 90 jobs in the United States, whereas if you buy an import, you maybe touch maybe you touch only 30 jobs, if you will, here in the United States. And so it does make a difference of what type of vehicle you purchase if you want to create jobs.
Alright.
You're going to a meeting down in Salem in a month?
Okay, I bought a car.
Would you be able to borrow a car?
If someone has insurance and can, we get their copy of their insurance and their driver's license, yes.
What's a car?
Well, it would have to be one that would accommodate your wheelchair, correct? So,
You so a lot of times you have a fold-up push chair, and you'll use that for long car journeys.
a lot of times, in Transit Connect, one of these vans like this right here in the background would be a good option.
You'll pay for the gas?
The good news is they don't take much gas. They're very fuel efficient.
So you'd want something on it that says Gresham Ford?
Well, we have a shuttle van that has that on there, so perhaps that would work out.
Where?
It's not right here right now, but we use it to take people when they come to service, to take them to the mall or somewhere while they're getting their car worked on.
Okay, I'll borrow.
Yeah, if it's available, yes.
Call Joy.
Talk to Joy.
Give her a call.
We'll get a card from Beth here.
Yeah. I gave a card to, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Todd.
Todd, okay. Pardon?
You want some more?
Okay,
I'll give you the card.
I'll give you the card.
You know what? I'm going to do the handicap, but I'm going to do all handicap.
So you're going to a meeting down in Salem, and it's about helping people with disabilities, and there's going to be a lot of people with disabilities there.
That's good. And here, and I printed out, this is about how Ford will give an extra $1,000 to someone with a disability for an upfit of their vehicle that they bought out. So there's the information here, Laddie, I got this for you, so you can do that.
When did that happen? Today? When?
When does what?
Okay, Laddie, let's focus here, because I can tell you right now we got some tough editing to do. So anyway, I think you should ask one question about what it's like to run a dealership like this, a big dealership. Ask her what her job is like, okay?
What kind of job?
Well, it's, it's a great job, because every day I get to meet new people. Like, I got to meet you today, and Todd, and help me out.
Mitch.
Todd Mitch. So I met 3 new people I'd never met before today, and so that's a great part about running a business, is that you get to meet new people every day.
Alright.
But I get popcorn every day, so that's another side benefit.
Now one question, and you don't have to mention any names, I'm sure we don't mention names, but we are always very happy when people with disabilities become employed at a place. You mentioned you have a person who's blind that works here. Maybe talk about what they do for you.
Yes, we have, as a matter of fact, we got an award from the Oregon Commission for the Blind for hiring people with disabilities. And she has while she's been working here, she's been able to get a guide dog, and so that's been a working dog to help her. She does customer service follow-up. So when you come into our service department and you have work done on your vehicle, then the next day or 2 afterwards, she will call to be sure that the car is running correctly and that you were satisfied, and is there anything that we could have done better to make your service experience better. And she's equipped with a special computer and earphones that help her.
I'm home. Living home.
At home?
I
You have a computer at home?
Computer? Sure, yeah, that's how you would say it.
So
And you were saying thank you to her for doing that for someone. You appreciate her helping out more handicapped people? You appreciate her helping a blind person out?
So
Or
Laddie,
I
visually?
don't know if Teresa's here right now or not. She usually works like from 9 to 1.
So Laddie, I know we talked about this before, but I'd like to get it on film one more time in maybe a slightly easier to edit format, okay? So ask her something about when people come into the dealership, what kind of cars can they see?
So if you ask people to come here, what kind of cars are they going to be able to find?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to be able to find everything in the Ford lineup, but then we have quality used vehicles too, and so we always have some trucks, out there in the used vehicles and some other smaller vehicles, and then sometimes we have vehicles under $5,000, several of those out there, because not everyone can afford a vehicle that costs lots and lots of money, and so we can pretty much. The only thing we don't have here is too many Maseratis or anything like that. So kind of those Maseratis. We don't have anything really fancy like that here. We have.
It's like a really fancy Italian car.
Oh
Fancy,
boy!
yeah.
I go out today.
You went around the lot today?
Boy, what to do? Oh, but no.
You gotta be rich for some of those cars.
Yeah.
But there's good, you know, they have good financing and so forth. So, you know, none of us can afford to pay for the whole cars.
What bank?
What bank?
We work with like 50 different banks, and then we work with like 300 different credit unions. So there's a lot of opportunities for different kinds of financing.
My bank better. My bank.
You like your bank the best?
Yeah.
Which is your bank?
Unitas Credit Union?
Yeah.
That's good. Credit unions provide a good source of
That's
funding for
good.
cars.
I have it. My own bank. My own bank.
Your old bank, no good.
My cat sick one time.
Your cat was sick.
I called my
The vet wouldn't help her out until you were able to get enough money. You asked your bank for a $300 loan after banking with them for like 20 years. They told him no. So, but then you found some other people who help with people with financial situations, and they directed you to Unitas. And now Unitas has opened a line of credit for you. And you have a very high credit score. It was like 701.
Good, that's very good.
So now if there's a problem, like if your cat gets sick, you can get that money right away.
So Larry, we kind of talked about this before, but I want to do it one more time in an easier editing format maybe. Ask her to talk about her community and nonprofit program, okay?
Okay. Well, at Gresham Ford, we're very proud of our program we call Contribute to the Community. And what it's focused on is to give to where our customers feel their passions and their, you know, what they want to give to. So if you purchase a vehicle at Gresham Ford, and after you've done all your paperwork and everything, you know, so that you have all of your numbers worked out, we don't know who's going to ask for it and who isn't. But then you can ask for your contribute to the community, and we will give $100 to the church or charity of your choice. And the same thing in service, 10% of your service bill up to $100.
If a guy goes here.
If a guy comes here?
If a guy comes, I want to give money.
And if he says, I want to give money towards Laddie's vehicle fund? Just say that that's something that might happen.
Yeah.
You can, it's fine with me. What you can do, Laddie, is we also give, on the back of my card even, I'll show you on the back of my card that I give to you. This is even a better way. Is on the back of the card here it says, and I'll give you some of these cards, it's a $100 referral fee. So if you write this card, and somebody brings this card and they bring it, I'll give you a $100 referral fee, but if they and then they can still ask to give to a church or charity. Whatever the charity or church they want.
I need more cards.
Okay.
You need more cards?
Okay. Because that's a way that you can get.
I don't believe in that.
You're pretty motivated now, huh?
I go
You got to be sure they bring that card in and you put your name on it, okay?
Yeah. Okay, now Laddie, there's one more thing we need to do here. I think we got all the questions covered. We got a nice little editing project for me, so it'll be good. Oh, you got more questions? We're not done yet?
After the tape?
Oh, you got it off the record? Well, go ahead and ask it now. I'm not filming now.
Okay. Off the record, Laddie.
I have things on here. I have it.
You happy you came here?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you came also.
You want to work together?
Yeah, if I'm going to go move, I want to come back.
So once they move, you want to come back and show off their new place?
Okay. That's a good idea.
I hate here.
You didn't like this building so much?
Oh, boy.
Not very accessible?
I'm nice.
You gonna stay nice?